So what we've got is we've got all of our cards ready to go, all right? And the other thing that I've added, one extra little thing, this is all here. What I've done is I've added another variable called guess, and that's going to count up the number of guesses that we've got. Now, I did all this before I started the video, so I've put a change guess by 1 in there for each one of these. Now, the reason it has to go there is because this here is something that is worth remembering. It's not probably such a great idea to have it, but it just happens to work here, and that is this. If you broadcast reset, right, you think it's going here. It's actually going all over the place because it's the same reset for all of them. And fortunately, when you do reset, it actually does this. So it does it a lot. So in effect, what probably should happen is you've either got to give a different name to a broadcast for each one, or you just put that script in there and don't have a broadcast at all, which is pretty tempting as well. So you could probably do that instead. And that happens if you put that over here. What happens is every time you broadcast, that thing's going to go up by 16 because it's going to go to reset and do a change. So it has to go in there. So it's up to you. If you want to pull that cast back in there and just get rid of that broadcast altogether for all of them, you can do that. All right, so I've dragged my change guess by 1 into there, like so. And there's one small bug that will iron out at the end. Over here, we set the guess to 0 and away we go when we play. And we show guess, and it's actually as a large readout. And it's just sitting there for the moment. All right, so let's play this thing and see what happens. All right, ghost, crab, guest, mouse, fish, gobbo, ghost. I'm hopeless at this, aren't I? Here we go. All right, where was that one? Oh my gosh, hopeless. There we go, fish. Pico, cat, snowman, cat, Coman. Now you got to, I'm going to slow down here for a minute. Mouse, crab, 8. Now, on the last match, the guess does an increment, and the reason for that is it doesn't actually check the last 3 because it's done. Because it says when this is 16, game is over. All right, so if it is equal 16, then what you do is you chuck that in there. It's a pretty poor way to do it, but it works. And so that will take the guesses to the absolute number of guesses that you had. All right, so there's a few things to think about. Maybe over here, this stuff with the reset could all just go back in there and get rid of that broadcast. If you want, you can do a bit of rearranging in here if you wish as well. All right, so there it is. Have fun.